I wasn't going to live stream, but I'm just gonna mess around. I may not even save anything, because what I'm gonna do is try and add some drums to something that I've been working on the last week, I guess, or over this last week. It's kind of like an industrial track. Or just has elements of industrial. But right now I want to put in some drums. I've been using the Flex instrument within FL Studio on this track because I don't know, I just felt like trying it on each track. So I'm going to continue with the Flex and try and get some, or do I just, you know what I might do? I might try a drum generator. Try that first. If I don't like that, then I'll go back into Flex and see what I can get from that. That's what I'll do. So this is how it started. Then I worked on it a little bit, became this, and now this is the latest version I have of it. I don't know why, but I got heartburn today after work. Took some like CVS Tums. Stopped it, but then it came back. I don't know. Okay, so this is what it started as. Okay, so that was the beginning. It was about 10, 11 tracks. Just came up with something, messing around. And I think the next day then I worked on it a little bit and it became this. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but it changed a little bit. But I wasn't happy with where it was going, so I went in, changed some things off of live stream. But this is what I ended up with, and I'm happy with this. I just need, I think, probably to try and put some drums in here, maybe a little bit of bass. I don't know. So now this is what it's at. I changed a couple things within a Flex. So each track is I used Flex, and then I went in on the ones I didn't like, changed some things, changed actual instruments or whatever, and then tweaked Flex parameters, I guess, to get the sound I wanted. Anyways. So that's what it is right now. Listening back on this one, there's one thing I would change or work on, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make this into uh, a change of what I've already done. No, I'm just going to try and add some drums to what I got there. And then, because I know I haven't put any EQ on any of those tracks yet, it's all just basic right now. Like there's no added anything. I just use Flex for each of these tracks and use the Flex parameters to make them sound the way they are. So what I was hearing was, I think it's this. Or is it this one? Or it might be this one. It's probably that one. Let me see. It's just a little too low. I think if I did EQ, I could make it sound a little better. Number 5. Yeah, they're right there. I think I could change it with EQ. I don't know if I want it or not. I think this is the last thing I was working on, so I think that's probably why I was attracted to it right away. Yeah, I think it's more an EQ thing. So I'm going to leave it. And what I'm going to do... So all of these are flex. This is flex. This is flex. Everything is flex in here. So that's why I say I'm going to try and add a drum creator first. And if I don't like that, then I'll erase that and add another flex here and see if I can come up with some drums or something else. Maybe a bass. I don't know. So first off, like I said, I'm going to add a drum. I'm going to use, let me try FBC. Let's see. I don't know if this goes by beat or not. I mean BPM. If it automatically syncs or not. What is this? Presets. Electronic. Well, let me try electronic. Oh, wow. What is this? Presets. You know what? I don't know what 707 is or 909. Vague idea of dubstep. Vague idea of house. And I have no idea what Lin is. So I'm just going to go with, let's go with house. See what that does. Okay. First, I think you have to go here. Okay. 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 I think I needed to add here first. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to start over again. I need to create a pattern first. Otherwise, I'm going to be screwed. I do remember that. Sometimes it just throws the drum already into whatever's open. And I don't know why. So let me go 11. Let me add. I'll just put 12 for now. Now I'll go here and I'll go to the FPC. That way, I think it's been a while since I used this one. Put that there. And then, yeah. So here, what is this? What is this? Industrial, I said. What is closest to industrial? I don't know. Rock, trip hop, rock groove. I don't think rock groove. Let's try Phil. Actually, no. Let me try drum and bass first. Okay, so now I clicked on that. Now I think it's here already. Uh-oh. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Sounds more rock than anything. Okay. So from here, let me go back to this. I'm just going to go until I hear something I like. All right, let me try a different genre. Let me try trip hop. I want something that's going to be kind of in line and not too much cymbals and like, you know, like that. Just want something that kind of fits. I don't think so, but let me try. Let me just see what we got. So, how can I play it with everything else? Oops. Whoa, 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 whoa. And where to play it? Here? I don't know. Let me just do it like this, and then we'll go. I think I'm going to go with the rock drums for now. And then see what they can give us. I think that's the one. I'm just listening right now for something that has a good sound to it. And then later we can go in and change the actual beat. Oop. Uh-oh. Alright, change something there. Gotta go here. Sorry. Why did it get so loud all of a sudden? What happened? What did I do? What happened? It wasn't loud at all, and then it just went whoop. We're loud now. Okay, something like that. Now the question is, where do we need this drum? Okay, I'm going to save it here. I can always take this out. If it doesn't work, I'll just erase it. It's not a big deal. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So for now, at least we have it. And let me label it. What do we call this? We got flex drum. Call this. I'm just gonna call it fast drum because it is kind of fast to me. There you go. Fast drum here. Ooh, ooh. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. Oh yeah, you're not going to see it there. Okay, I'm not going to change it here for now. I'm gonna name these all after everything's done because I might change some things later, and it's just going to change the name here anyway. So I have everything in order, so I don't have to worry anymore about keeping names here. Okay, so where to put that drum? You know what? I think I'm going to take this out. Sometimes less is more. And that just did kind of rub me wrong when I listened to it like that, with it in the beginning of the track. Remember, it's only 2 minutes long so far, so it looks like it's taking a long while, but we're actually right there only at 1 minute. Now, this is the thing I was saying. Is it at a different BPM? This right here. That I don't know how to check. Let me just take a look here. Now, I could do a riff machine here and just kind of get a weird kind of... I guess there's a couple things I could do here. Just... I wonder what glue is. I wonder. Glue. Okay, let me see if it changes anything. me see what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna just use this or go back and try something else. Let me see here. Let's just go with kicks first. That is a pretty good kick drum. It's got a nice sound to it. All right, and I'm gonna, just for my own sake here, I'm gonna move this just right here to the beginning. Let's see what that does. Yeah, it doesn't do anything with that. Hmm? Sorry for the repetitiveness here, but I'm just trying to figure out where. Try that there, and then. Oh, while I'm doing this, last night I was messing around while I was changing this track, and I've always been like, I didn't learn this piano roll basically until the last year or so. I know it's there, and I've used it a couple times different ways, but usually I use the riff machine or the chord progression creator, I guess. But with Flex, I find it's just so easy. It's easier to create beats with the piano roll. Not just with Flex, but I guess with what I'm using here, which was a drum creator. Found the sound that had a good sound with what I have. Now I'm going in and making some things different. But what I, long story short, is that I don't know all the shortcuts of the piano roll, but I learned one last night by mistake. Not mistake, I just clicked on something. So I think I've had the problem of I have to go here, hit this, and then grab your group to move, and then click on here. Move, yeah, move it. But what I learned last night is I think you press control and left click. Yes. Control left click on the keyboard. I didn't know that. I admit when I don't know things, I don't care about I know that. No. I love to learn. That's why I say that I'm practicing. I'm always practicing. I'm not here going, "Oh, I know how to do everything." No, I what I put on here is actually what I do when I'm just making making and working and practicing. Uh, and I admit it, I didn't know that, but it helps so much because then I can just go. I can hit on my mouse because I put what is it, shortcut key or button, and I can press this, yes, and copy that, which is so nice. So I really recommend the. I don't know if it's the only one that does it, but Logitech mice have not an app, but like a menu option. Once you get it and install it into your computer with through the USB, you can assign hotkeys on your mouse, and that's one of the ones I put in was copy and paste and copy. What did I just do there? That wasn't copy and paste. That was whatever's highlighted. I double it or whatever. I don't know. See? Oops, oops, oops. That's not good. That's not good. Or maybe it is. Let me see. Anyways, I'm not going to keep that. I'm just looking for a beat. Honestly, I don't really like that. Let's just start with the beat. Or the snare, who cares? Let's see. Start with something, right? What am I doing? Let's say open. That's actually not a good, not a bad beginning. So, like I said, I'm gonna take what I learned here. Control. There you go. Hit my button. Now the problem here is it's in the wrong place. So can I move it just like that? Wow, I can. That's amazing. Okay. So let me hit here. Same thing, control the button. Oh, wow, that's so nice. That helps me out so much. Before I was like clicking up here, coming back down, coming back down. Now I can control it with my keyboard and mouse. That's nice. All right. Control. That one's off. You can see. This is off. And the only way I've found to change that is to go like this, all the way over here. Bring it back to there. And then go like that. So I think this one looks off too. This one looks off too. This one's okay. Yeah. Or is it just my eyes? Let me see. That one's definitely on. That one's on. This one looks a little over, right? So let me just start it from here and see. Oops, 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 oops. I can't do that, huh? Oh, I know what happened. Hold on. So now I have to erase all this stuff here. All right, let's see. Erase this. There you go. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change them all, except for the first one, just to make sure. Okay, that one looks on. This one just looks off. And so does this one. So I think these two I need to change. So let me see here. Okay. Can move it back. See, it looks like it's on the line more now. Like this one looks like it's off to the left, see? And you think, oh, that's no big deal. But yeah, whenever you're playing things, it's just, it'll set things off that it'll just mess with your head trying to figure out what is wrong. Oh my God, I love this. How did I not know? Hey, that's why I practice and practice, because there's no other way to find out. See, looks better. I'm going to do it with this one too. I don't give up. I don't care. Let's just make it right. Even if it's not wrong. So all the way over. Oops. All the way over. And there. Now it should be on. Took the long way around, but here you go. took a little break there. Turning on the lights. Dusk is upon us here. What I'm going to do is put that over here and then try and make it, because this is the main part, really. All this is just a little lead up, and I don't even know if I'm going to keep all this moving around, whatever. But for now, I think I need to make this part fit with whatever drum I'm going to put in. Before I was just trying to get a feel for it. Now I'm going to put it in, and we'll see what it sounds like now. Okay, I think I know what I got wrong here. What do we got? Why do I have a 13? And here. What's going on here? I shouldn't have a 13 and 14, but I have it. Where's it coming from? Okay, what is going on here? Where is this coming from? You know what? I know what's happening. It's like I said, sometimes with this drum generator, if you don't put it into a track, I think when you change it, for some reason, it changes into another track. But look, there's nothing here. I'm hitting all, this is all the tracks I have right here. But for some reason, where are you? Why does it keep going down to the bottom here? I don't understand that. That is weird. Really weird. Maybe not. Okay, let me put this one. Hold on. Let me click on that. Okay, that's what I want. Just that, nothing else. Okay, at least I know where I am now. I was like, why is there an extra track here? Is it still doing it? Let me see. Let me see. We're still, oh my God. Why does it keep going down to the bottom there? I put it up here. When it goes out, it comes down here. What? I don't need magic tricks here, dudes. What in God's name? Okay. You know what? Forget this. Forget this drum machine because it's just screwing everything up. And really, I don't like the drum that they're giving me. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to go here and replace it with, not here. I'm going to go back, like I said, to Plex. Try get a drum out of that, because that's just like, I don't know what's going on there. I have no idea. First, let's clean everything up. What do we got here? Bass drum is gone, yes. You know what? No, I'm just going to delete this. You come here, put in Plex, no matter what it is. Now we have Plex, so let's put it in 12. Okay. And then, there you go. Nothing on it. And it should go to about there. Now nothing is there because I didn't put a piano roll, right? It actually kind of fits, but let me see. What do we got here? Why is this off? Because we're off here. All right. I got you. We'll go on backwards. Let's just try it from the beginning. You know what? That works better than a drum right now. It just adds a little bit of something. All right, now this is why I like Flex so much. Right there, it just gave me a good idea. Now, okay, so we're just going to change that for now. No, let me see. How long is... First up, hold on. Okay, let's put it the whole way. There you go. Okay, so something's not working here. Um, I think it's this one here. Let me just see if we can. Okay, now if we're going to do it that way, then we need to change that back to around here somewhere. Just to make it fit. Let's try it here. That's interesting. Didn't realize that I had cut that. No wonder things kind of were like, well, you learn something. Or you figure something out. Let me see. Okay, so I don't know. Sometimes it's just like, what? You miss some things, and then when you keep going through, you figure it out. All right, you know what? I was looking for a drum, but we came up with this. What do we call this? I guess it's a synth. Do I have anything called synth? No. All right, we'll call it synth. And here we'll call it synth. I don't lock into anything, you know. If I call something, you know, drum, and it's no longer a drum after I've changed it, then of course I'm not going to be like, oh, drum, drum. It's changed, you know. So we got it there, and now we need it here. But the thing is to not forget that you changed it, because later you're going to be like, fast drum? Fast drum? What is that? What is fast drum? Because it's not a fast drum, it's a synth. Which is funny. I'm going to leave it there, just volume wise. I don't care. It's actually not too overbearing. It's pretty nice there. And once again, this is why I really am beginning to enjoy using Flex. In FL Studio is just my go-to. Like, honestly, instead of loops and all that, I would rather use Flex. It just has so many, because when you find something, you can change it with all these different settings or they're not effects, they're just what would you even call it? Parameters. That's how I put it. Cutoff, filter, and it even changed when you change to a different sound. It actually changes the macros here, like to different. Like, this is not always spreader. Sometimes it's something else, like filter or whatever. It whatever loads in here has its own macros that makes tuning the whatever this is here best fit to whatever it is. Sounds silly, I know, but it's like fine tuning your instrument without all, you know. This is where you fine tune whatever you put in here, along with the pitch or the cutoff of the filter. These ones, I haven't found that they do too much. I think mostly you need this, and this. Delay, reverb, limiter I don't even bother with, but pretty much they give you the right settings, and then you just mess with them for whatever is appropriate with what you're making. I'm just saying, I love Flex. I think what I set out in January of 2026 was to work on things I worked on last year and try and make them mix them as best as I can. But I've just been having so much fun with this Flex and the loop starter. The other thing, loop starter is actually what got me into using Flex more. And once I found out how amazing Flex is, then that's why I have 12 tracks here of Flex. As you can see, I was trying to make a drum beat, and I just got tired of it. It wasn't going anywhere. As soon as I put in Flex, I got something that works. So for me, that's why waste time trying to do something that isn't working when you have something that's working. Anyways, so I'm going to keep that. And like I said, I'm going to use Flex to try and make a drum. I guess I already have drum in here because it is industrial. Maybe I'm tricking my own train of thought here. Because the problem is I have these drums here, but because I'm not messing with any EQ or any volumes really in the channel rack, I'm just going by a rough draft here. And the rough draft, I don't know. I feel like there's drums, but I don't feel like there's drums. I feel like there's some kind of rhythm that I still need to add here. Maybe it's a bass. I don't know. So, okay, let's just listen with the new little piece we added here. And then I'll take it from there. So like maybe later I would come in and extend this part here over here, make it longer. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like that. It's got a little break there that works with this new piece. Maybe that's just what I needed, a little break. Because none of this is written in stone. I can move all of this wherever I want. I just want to make everything kind of fit and have a theme that goes the whole way through. And then I can come back, change things, move them around. Right now I'm cutting some things. So how do we go from here? Let's see. Okay, what do we got here? 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Okay. 4, 5, 6. All right. I don't know why, but this one is just giving me a little bit of trouble. And I don't know if I need it, but I'll keep it there for now. It's this kind of offbeat thing here, or beat thing. Yeah, see, it's not like that much. It's kind of like a lower. See what I mean? You can barely hear it. So, you know what? Instead of trying to get another beat, create a new beat, I'm going to change this one. I'm going to change this right now. I'm just not happy with it. I don't think it does anything. So let's put it in step with everything, and then I'll just go from there. But I don't like it the way it is. I don't think there's any kind of need for it anymore. I think if anything, it's just taking away. So what is it? What is it? 8 thump. It's a thump. This is it? Okay, so this is why I like flex. So I don't like this. And you think it's that synth, but it's not. Let me put it on solo here somehow. Yeah, I don't need that. I need something else. ATM is a couple different meanings, is it not? Automatic teller machine. A to M. Oh, atmosphere. Atmosphere. Okay, so it's like an atmosphere. I get it. I got it. Not ATM. Oh, ARP. Let's see. Maybe that's better than a drum. Let me see. I have no idea. Let's see. I hate to tell you, but you know what? That works better as a bass. Just a nice little bass, like a little synth bass, I think. Let me see if I'm wrong. I'll listen to it. And like I said, we can move it other places whenever we want. I'm just trying to get the sound. All right, so here is where I say that you can change anything, and then any what do you call these? You just call them presets. Any preset here also has a different macros. Like I said, this was before the last thing was spreader, but now it's drive. and it's way down here, and everything else is in the middle. So you can change this bass sound with whatever you want to do here. But for now, I just like the way it sounds. And instead of that low little thump, now we have a, what do you call this? A heartbeat. We'll call it heartbeat. I always use that because it describes best heartbeat bass. Oh, wrong place. 8. And this is why I try and keep everything in numbers, because sometimes you have to go back and change it, and you're like, well, what was it before? You know, it wasn't a heartbeat bass, it was a thump. And it was in, 8. Because sometimes you'll be like, oh, I'll change it here, and then you change this, you change the name, and you're like all like confused, and you're like, where was this? Where was that? That's why everything I change, I put it and name it and number it so I don't forget. Even though I have a horrible memory. So this is heartbeat bass, number 8. Track 8, whatever. All right. And you got it here. You got it here. I think that's all I need. And like I said, I don't have any volumes here. I have them here only because I'm just trying to give it a raw leveling of each track together. But right now, I think that one's okay. Oops. Oh, that's nice. I like that right there. Actually, I like that right there. Actually, that works so much better than what I had before. It adds a little bit. You can hear it instead of like searching for it. It was like this thump, right? And I'm like, it's just adding bass, but it's not giving me any direction or sense of space. It's just cluttering everything up. All right, so now I'm going to leave oops. I am going to leave this as is. I think I wanted to make a drum, but I think I added more. I added more depth to what I had, which I think I already have a drum sound. Anyways, so we added this. We changed this. I think it's a little better. We're getting to the point where I think at some point we'll have to come in and do a real gain staging of everything. Get the drum right. Get the bass right. Because right now it sounds loud, but the problem is I haven't changed any volumes yet, only on the mixer channel. I need to change the volumes here, get everything in place. I'm actually happy with what I have so far. I think if I just mix this volume-wise, move some things around, I think you could have like a 2-minute, 3-minute song that sounds good on speakers, sounds good in headphones. I'm not going to change that. Synth or BB. Okay. I'm thinking out loud here. That's it. I'm going to play this and I'm done for tonight.